Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the hidden truths in financial filings. And today we have a real juicy one about a company that is basically doing a sponsor swap, a kind of handshake deal where the old sponsor says goodbye and a new one jumps in with cash. Let's decode it. Blue Water Acquisition. Corp the third has just filed a report that looks like a big change of guard behind the scenes. A new sponsor is taking over, meaning a whole new team and a new direction for a company like this. These sponsor changes can signal a major shift in strategy and future for the business. So what exactly happened here is the lowdown Blue Water Acquisition Corp the Third, or Back the Third as we'll call it today, was originally sponsored by a group called Blue Water Acquisition the Third, or the prior sponsor. But now a new player, Yorkville BW Acquisition Sponsor, LLC, or the new sponsor, is stepping up to the plate. This isn't just a friendly handshake on November 25th, 2025. The new sponsor bought a substantial chunk of things from the prior sponsor. We are talking about 6,325,000 shares of Class B. Ordinary shares for this they shelled out $7,200,000. That is a pretty big investment that signals serious intentions. And it wasn't just shares involved, they also picked up 430,000 private placement units. Each of these units contains one Class A ordinary share and half of a redeemable warrant. These aren't your everyday shares, these are special ones tied to the company's structure and future potential. So with this purchase, Yorkville BW Acquisition Sponsor LLC is not just an investor, they are now officially the sponsor of Blue Water Acquisition Corp Third. That means they are calling the shots moving forward. Now when a new sponsor takes over, it usually means a new team. This filing confirms that as part of the deal, all the old board members and officers resigned. They were essentially shown the door to make way for the new crew handpicked by the new sponsor. This is a pretty clear indication of a dramatic leadership turnover. The new sponsor got to pick who would lead the company, and they did just that. A completely new board of directors was elected, and a new management team was appointed. This is often the first move a new sponsor makes to align the company with their vision and strategies. But this sponsor swap involves more than just changing faces and picking new leaders. The new sponsor also agreed to join in on something called the registration rights agreement. This is a crucial agreement that basically outlines how and when certain shares can be sold to the public. The new sponsor is now on the hook for the same rules as the old sponsor regarding these rights though. Some of their specific transfer restrictions were removed. There was also an insider letter signed. This is a contract between the new sponsor, the company, and the new officers and directors. It lays out some important commitments. For example, they all agree to vote for any proposed business combination, meaning they will support the company's main goal of merging with another business, and they agree not to cash out their shares prematurely in that process. In return, they get certain protection. And indemnifications, meaning they will be protected from certain liabilities. This insider letter also spells out who protects whom. The new sponsor agrees to protect the company from certain third-party claims related to services or products provided to the company or a potential target business. This is to ensure that money meant for acquiring another business stays in the company. It is essentially one of the ways they guard the company's core assets, especially the money set aside for the target acquisition. Interestingly enough, there was also mention of a prior insider letter that was terminated as part of this big shuffle. The old agreements related to the previous sponsor were officially put to rest. This is just cleaning house to make way for the new regime. This whole event essentially means a change in control of Blue Water Acquisition Corp the Third. The old sponsor is out, the new sponsor is in, and the new sponsor now has the power to appoint all the directors and potentially control the company moving forward. This is a pretty significant shift for any company undergoing such a transition. And as we mentioned earlier, this meant a clean sweep of the old guard: Joseph Hernandez, Martha F. Ross, Timothy N. Coulson, Trevor L. Hawkins, Ish S. Dougal, and Laurent D. Hermouet all resigned from their positions. It is standard practice in these situations, not necessarily a sign of any wrongdoing, but simply a rearrangement to fit the new leadership structure. Now let's meet the new faces leading the charge. As Chief Executive Officer and a Director is Kevin McGurn. He has a pretty impressive background with experience in media technology and telecommunications. He was previously a VP of Advertising Solutions at T-Mobile and held senior roles at Vevo and Hulu. This suggests a focus on growth and potentially leveraging media or tech assets. Another key appointment is Devin Nunes as a director. Many of you might recognize his name from his time in the US House of Representatives. He also has experience with Trump Media and Technology Group and has served on other special purpose acquisition company boards. He brings a background in public service and policy which could be valuable. Scott Glabe also joins the board as a director. He has a legal background serving as general counsel for TMTG and has held positions at the Department of Homeland Security and even as an associate counsel to President Donald J. Trump this legal and governmental experience is quite notable. Mark Hiltwine is another director. He brings a wealth of experience in finance and operations, holding CFO and president roles at various companies in printing, logistics, and business services. This financial and operational expertise is crucial for guiding a company through mergers and acquisitions. Taking the helm as chairman of the board is Mark Angelo. He founded Yorkville Advisors, an investment advisor firm, and has overseen significant financial transactions. He also serves as chairman for 2 other special purpose acquisition companies, indicating his deep involvement in this sector. Finally, rounding out the key appointments is Troy Rillo as chief financial officer. He is an accomplished executive and attorney with extensive experience in corporate finance, securities, law, and investment management. He is a partner at Yorkville Advisors and has a strong legal and financial background. Now look at the bigger picture. This filing is all about a change in sponsorship and leadership. It is not a detailed financial report with extensive tables of revenue or profit, but the financial implication is that the new sponsor, Yorkville BW Acquisition Sponsor LLC, is injecting capital and bringing in their strategic vision. It is a clear signal that the company is being repositioned for its next phase, which for a special purpose acquisition company like this typically means finding and merging with a target business, the new leadership team, with their diverse backgrounds in media, tech, finance. And law suggests they might be targeting a company in one of these sectors, or looking to leverage these areas for growth. The fact that the new sponsor is investing a significant amount of capital and taking on the role of sponsor shows a strong conviction in the future of Blue Water Acquisition Corp. III, and its potential acquisition targets the significant leadership overhaul is a common practice, but the caliber of individuals appointed suggests a serious intent to make substantial moves in the market. The removal of certain transfer restrictions for the new sponsor is also notable as it allows them more flexibility in managing their investment going forward. Ultimately, this report tells us Blue Water Acquisition Corp. III is undergoing a significant transformation. The old guard is out, the new strategically aligned team is in, and the company is poised to pursue its acquisition goals under new leadership. The success of this move will hinge on the new sponsor's ability to identify and execute a valuable business combination and the team's ability to integrate and grow that business. What do you think about this sponsor swap and the new leadership team? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this deep dive helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more corporate breakdown. Don't forget to join our Discord community, linked in the description for more discussions and insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.